Why, you look rough.
I can't sleep.
Why's that?
I'm worrying about my exams. I doze off for a while and start dreaming about being in the exam and turning over the paper and not being able to answer any of the questions.
I thought everybody had those sort of nightmares.
Yeah, I just think in my case it might be true.
I thought you'd been knuckling down lately after all the, the last year.
I've been trying. I've been working really hard. I just don't think any of it's sticking. I was up until 1 o'clock working this morning.
Maybe that's it. You're trying to cram too much in. You're getting stale.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I can't help you, I'm afraid. I left school before my A-levels. In fact, I spent most of my time working here. Have you spoken to your mother?
Well, she's got too much to worry about at the moment.
Yeah, but maybe her worrying about your exams might just take her mind off about losing the baby.
The doctor said bed rest for you, young lady.
I hate staying in bed. Anyway, I'm going to see him this morning. Maybe he'll put me back on light duties.
Don't be in such a hurry to get back to work. Your body might feel all right, but it shakes you up emotionally. That's always harder to get over.
I just wish they knew what caused it. At least with Kathy, they had some idea what went wrong.
Would let Mark off the hook.
Yeah. Where is he? Mark! You'll be late! Come on!
Mark, here's one for double helpings. Needs all the energy she can get.
What's the matter, Rachel?
It just won't stick. I've got sort of mental constipation.
Oh, dear. Now, what do you recommend for that, eh, Annie?
Perhaps you better ask the doctor when you go down.
It's not funny, it's serious.
No, of course it isn't.
I don't know what you're complaining about. You A-level students get weeks and weeks off to revise. We still have to go in and revise at the same time.
That's because they know that you are very, very clever.
GCSEs are nothing, Mark. Just you wait.
You know, maybe there is something to be said for leaving school at 15 and getting a job.
Well, you never guess what I heard about Jock McDonald in the pub last night.
He's doing an open university degree.
He's pleading guilty, I hope.
He's got a job.
Morning, lassie.
Morning.
You had a good gallop, eh? Well, it brought the colour to your cheek.
What are you doing here?
Case in a joint. Nah, I'm just getting a lie of the land for my future employment. Sure, there must be lots I can do around here. Would you like me to rub them down for you, lassie?
I can do it myself, thank you. You said he'd buy me a dress to go in. Shoes if I needed them. I mean, as if.
You did right to refuse, love. You'd be a kept woman.
I'd be a laughing stock, and Mum would have a fit. I feel quite sorry for him, really. He's not got that many friends.
And whose fault is that, do you think?
Elsa?
Watch it. Look busy.
Morning, Mr. Turner.
I don't approve of personal telephone calls, but your mother says it's important.
My mother's from the office.
Yes, twice. You better get back there and find out what you want.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
Enigmatic little thing, isn't she? Sometimes wonder what she's thinking.
This quiet dog that bites, Mr. Turner. Have you got a bird to take to this posh dinner yet?
I wish Caroline was still with us.
Happen your reputation's gone before you. You can always borrow our mech for notes.
No, thank you, Seth. But get on with your work, will you?
I'm not looking for it next season. If Frank Tate has his way, doubling number of shooting days, we should be starting early and earlier each season.
You're exaggerating, Seth.
I'm working all hours got sends and I still can't get round before dark. I need some help.
Help?
Another keeper. Another keeper under me.
I don't know about that.
We better think about it then. Or you might find you saying we are to keeper.
You wouldn't walk out on the job, Seth. Would you?
Want to come and check the barn conversions with me this morning? Keep Mr. Jerry and Co., the builders, on their toes.
That's not their name.
Chapman. A good, reliable name. Let's hope he lives up to it.
What's that man doing lurking about the stables?
What man?
Jock McDonald. Doesn't have to frighten the horses.
He's joining the staff. Stable hand, handyman.
He's got X-ray eyes and a greasy smile. Spoiled my morning ride when I got back and met him.
I don't know what he's doing hanging around the stables. I've offered him a job, but nothing's been sorted out yet.
What is this place becoming? A charitable institution?
You might start being a bit more charitable yourself. He needs a job, and we need some help around the place.
He has only got one good arm. We all know why that is, don't we?
Leave it, Zoe.
Climbing up.
What are you doing around here, Jock? I thought until your wrist got better...
No. You said to come round and see you today. So in my book, that means I'm on the staff as from today. I mean, there must be plenty of jobs I could be doing. But that coffee smells nice.
How can you possibly study with this racket going on inside your head?
Cuts out stupid noises like cows mooing and Annie hoovering and
Rachel,
stuff.
it'll be a terrible waste to get this far and to throw it all away. All you need is one last push. Joe was right when he said that it's another world when you get to university. Don't chuck it away, love. Don't settle for less than you can get.
I don't think I can make it, Mum.
Of course you can. You're going to be the first one in our family to get to university. It'll be great.
Oh, you think I'm so intelligent? The clever one. Maybe I'm not.
Rachel, you've just lost a bit of confidence, that's all. It's... Well, with one thing and another, it...
You mean with Pete and Dad and all that?
That's all in the past, love. Nobody is holding that against you. It's your future that's at stake.
Don't get me wrong, Mum. I want to pass these exams. I just don't think that I can. I sit and I stare at all these pages and I just can't start.
He'll be in the garden somewhere. I'd rather not drag him away from his work. I don't really encourage personal calls.
Could you possibly give him a message for me, Mrs. Tate? Could you ask him to meet me in the Woolpack about 1 o'clock? It's quite urgent. Oh, great. Thanks. Bye.
Yes? Oh, hello, Elsa. Yeah, sure. Just say you're staying at Emmerdale. No one's going to find out. OK. Don't worry. Right, be good. And if you can't be good, be careful.
You've been a long time. Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine.
What did the doctor say?
Nothing much. Did he ever?
What did he say what caused it?
Yes. No.
Kate, love.
You can tell Mark it's got nothing to do with him. Absolutely not his fault. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not anybody's fault.
Kate?
Joe, I'll go. Hey, you get all mucky sitting there.
I don't know why I got all dressed up just to be poked and prodded around like a slab of meat.
Was it that bad?
I was bitten personal, that's all. No problem.
You don't have to pretend with me, Kate. I know what it's like.
It's ridiculous. It can only have been about the size of my little finger, but I'd put a face to it and eyes and little hands. A future.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
It was so real to me as a whole. I loved it. An infection of the womb, they said. It was a virus. Could have been one of a million bugs. Makes you realise how petty we are, doesn't it? Some microbe that nobody even knows the name of just comes and does that to you.
Yeah. Made me think when I lost my baby. Made me think about the lambs. I think it may be 7% stillborn lambs, and no one turns a hair. That's just the margin. For all those fluffy little things that never made it. Then I wondered how many never made it that far. Lots, I guess. And I thought, humans aren't very different. Nature's very wasteful with us, too. But we've just got to keep on fighting. Like they used to.
Oh, these pies of Annie's are absolutely delicious, Amos.
So people keep telling us.
I will make most of them because them at last. My new regular supplier starts deliveries tomorrow.
Back to bits of gristle, eh?
Mr. Pollard, we do not serve anything with gristle in.
Yeah, of course not.
Excuse me.
Poetry in motion, eh, old boy? Yes, it's all right for some. Where have all the eligible ladies at Beckendale gone? Ah, got to know where to look, old chap. And have the charm to lure them out. Well, I'm getting desperate. I don't suppose I could borrow Debbie for tomorrow evening, could I? Borrow her? She's not a lawnmower, old chap. I'm sorry, no offence. I just thought as old friends, you know. Yes, well, there are certain things above friendship. Well, I had no idea you and Debbie were so close. Good Lord, yes. In fact, I'm thinking of marrying the girl. If she'll have me. You look shocked. Oh, no. Congratulations.
Miss me?
Yes, terribly. Debbie, I suppose you have a sister as attractive as yourself.
No, sorry.
I have an idea for an escort for you. What about the wife of your lord and master? What do you mean, Kim Tate? Why not? Well, Frank doesn't seem to like socializing much these days. Not this type of do, anyway. You might pick up a few brownie points by escorting her to the civic bash. Don't you think he'd mind? Why should he? She can pick up some good contacts while she's there. Yes, that is a point.
Come on, Elsie, you can't keep me in suspense like this.
Aunt Jess is much worse. Uncle Bob phoned Mum and she rang me.
Well, that's fantastic news. You are seriously warped.
No, I'm very sorry. She was a nice old stick and all that. But don't you get it? Mum's going to visit her.
So?
To Carlisle, Nick. Overnight.
Oh.
Tonight.
Fantastic.
And I phoned Rachel and asked if I could say I was staying with her.
You scheming little thing.
I'm sorry, Nick. I didn't want to take anything for granted.
No, you're not.
Are you sure?
No, of course.
It'll be all right, won't it?
Trust me.
They should be all finished by August.
Luck and a good wind.
I hope you're using that, what is it, sustainable wood in the kitchens.
But of course, no rainforest is going to be devoured furnishing any of these.
I suppose that means extra expense.
Not necessarily. You can get quite good, cheap units anywhere.
So, what other green things are you doing?
Insulation, energy-efficient appliances. I'm having separate bins outside to encourage people to recycle their waste. You know, small bottle bank, paper bin, that sort of thing.
Very good.
And maybe solar panels.
In Yorkshire?
Why not?
Supplement the heating.
It's Michael Feldman. Coming along nicely, isn't it?
Holiday cottages are no use to me.
Derelict barn is no use to me.
At least to some people. I knew someone used to live here. Before your time, of course.
I should hope so. Thought any more about my idea? Farm museum?
You can forget it as far as I'm concerned. I want to be a farmer, not curator of some museum.
Things have to improve. Change or die.
You call museums an improvement? The whole country will be a museum before long.
What have you got against museums?
Full of dead things.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing? Those are Frank's.
That's all right, I'm just having a look.
This is private. And have you been pinching their drink?
Oh, love I have, just a nip. Now, don't go all stiff and starchy with me, Dolly, just because you're a housekeeper. Wasn't that long ago you were nothing but a barmaid?
Maybe, but my job now is to look after this house, and that means everything in it. Has Frank given you this job or not?
Aye.
And when do you start?
Today, of course.
Doing what?
Oh, helping. General stuff.
Well, perhaps Frank wants to see you so he can sort out exactly what you're going to do.
Well, they're all out, aren't they? That barn, is that the one Archie used to doss in?
Yes, I think so, but he's gone now, hasn't he?
Ah, it's on that land that Jackie and Cathy Merritt used to rent. Looks like Frank Tate's buying up everything and everybody, including you.
He's my employer, yes, but I happen to quite like him and his family. That's why I don't want you in here.
There's no point getting pally with them, Dolly. When it comes to the crunch, they won't look for you to be on their side.
So why do you want a job here, then, Jock?
I just want what's mine by rights. And don't forget, Dolly, you and I are friends.
Liz is my friend, Jock, not you. I don't owe you anything, even if you think that some people do.
I don't like the idea of a bribe. I mean, if she doesn't do well, she's going to be doubly disappointed, isn't she?
It's not a bribe, it's encouragement. Jack got a watch when he got his 11 plus.
And I didn't, because I failed, and I've never got over it. But Rachel's going to do well, we know that.
Is she?
Yeah, she's just going through a bit of problems at the moment. As I said, if we offer a bit of incentive...
A bribe?
It'll show we care, that we're behind the girl.
You don't have to be too extravagant. A few premium bonds, perhaps.
I said incentive, Mark. No, I've got a better idea than that.
Oh, Mark, love, did you have a good day at school?
Yeah, it was all right. I'm off out for a walk. See you later.
But
come on, Luce. Come on.
Leave him, love. Tell him about it when he gets back later.
I just want to put the poor kid out of his misery.
Another keeper?
Well, if you're talking about 30 days shooting, you're going to need at least 10,000 birds. And you see, with one keeper, that's just not humanly possible. And the sheer logistics of feeding
all right,
alone...
I'll think about it.
Well, all you have to do is provide the wherewithal, and I'll do the rest. Ah, Kim, nice to see you.
Alan, on the stairs, Dolly.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry about it.
Anything else, Alan?
Well, yes, there is, actually. I was just wondering if your wife is free for tomorrow evening.
Eh?
Well, let me explain.
I think you better.
Well, it's the Houghton Borough Council civic dinner, you see, and naturally, as a councillor, I shall be there, and I thought Kim might be interested to go, if I could have your permission to escort
Well,
her.
don't ask him. He doesn't run my social life.
Well, no, of course not.
But if my wife is going out with another man, I'd like to know about it.
Well, yes, Frank, naturally.
I suppose it could be quite useful to go. All the council will be there, you see.
Yes, indeed. There'll be lots of contacts.
Well, maybe so, but I'm doing something else tomorrow. Why don't you take Frank?
But which of us would wear the dress? No, I don't think that's a very good idea, somehow.
Dolly.
Yes?
Are you doing anything tomorrow night?
Me? Oh, I don't think I could.
Why ever not?
Well, there's Sam, for one thing.
You'll babysit, won't you, Frank?
Well, I suppose I could.
Good. One of the advantages of living in Dolly. What do you think, Alan?
I'd be delighted. Glad to be of help, Alan.
I really think you ought to give me a cut of the profits, Amos.
What?
Well, this old room was my idea. And look at the extra business you're doing. Especially since you got rid of those old records.
I don't know, Nick. There's more important things in the world than money than those.
Oh, yeah?
Honesty, decorum, happiness.
Yes, well, we're happy, aren't we, Elsa?
Aye, well, kissing doesn't last the nose, so make most of it while they can. Always remember, time's winged chariots nearer than you think.
Take your advice, Amos.
What was an envious mind? Being young now is a lot more difficult than it was in my day.
Yes, he is.
Me?
Well, you and me. I mean, we're only able to spend the night together because your mum's gone away.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You still want to stay?
Yeah.
Hey, Elsa, what's wrong?
Nothing really. A bit scared.
Hey, come on, don't be. But you don't have to do anything you don't want to, okay?
I know.
A mini?
Yeah?
A mini skirt?
No, a mini car.
It's a very 60s word, love. You'll have to spell it out.
You're giving me a car?
Yeah. Jack knows someone in Connelton's getting rid of one. It's second-hand, but it goes all right.
Yeah, but what's the snag?
Pass your exams. It doesn't matter if you don't get the grade you're after. Just give it your best shot. The car is still yours for 100% effort. OK, love?
So, what do you say, Rachel?
This is bribery and corruption.
Oh, absolutely. Just think about it, eh?
Shall we go?
Can we afford this, Minnie?
No, might have to sell a cow or two.
Sometimes I really know why I love you.
Well, can I come in?
Yes, love, of course you can.
It's all right, Mark. I was just going out to the kitchen.
Are you all right, love?
I'm sorry about the baby. I know it was my fault, and you'll never forgive me. I just didn't think. I'm just a stupid, selfish kid.
No,
at
love, it
times.
was not your fault. It would have happened anyway.
Mum, don't be so good. Don't try and make me feel better. I know it was my fault. You got upset about me.
Listen, Mark, it was not your fault. I went to see the doctor this morning, and he confirmed exactly what I thought. All that excitement that you caused, it had absolutely nothing to do with it, love.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I'm sorry, Mum, for everything.
Everything all right, Mr. Wilkes? If you've got a strong stomach like mine, it's not so bad. Maybe we should have a bucket of water standing by. Oh, good evening, Alan. Usual.
Yes, please, Henry.
Did you get up to Home Farm? Any luck in this estate?
Strange the pearls there are under one's very nose, isn't it?
Ah, do you mean she accepted your invitation?
No, not Mrs. Tate. Dolly.
She doesn't get out much these days, I suppose, what with Sam to look after and all.
Yes, true, but I didn't see my offer of an evening out as being a sort of social service to single parent.
Well, I'm sure she wouldn't go out with just anybody.
Well, I think her divorce is coming through any day now. You know, the decree nice. I wonder if she'll go back to being Dolly Acaster again.
What's that, Amos? Lost property?
Nick Bates' jacket. This fella reckons Nick must have gone off with his by mistake. I hope there were nothing valuable in it.